Në skajin më lindor të vendit, në lartësitën e Mërçkës, atje ku strehohet borë e mjegull bashk, në pjesën më të madhe të vitit, majat qëndrojnë gjithmonë të zhveshura. Aty burimet janë të ralla dhe vetëm një shtres e hollë e gjelbër bari tek tuk, i jep shpatit një pamje të butë. Por natyra ka misteret e saj. Këtu, në këtë mbijetesë biologjike, ajo ka krijuar disa nga speciet e saj më të ralla, të tilla jo vetëm për ne, por edhe për pjesën tjetër të botës. Ekspedita është vendosur prapa malit Bureto në afërsitë të Poliçanit. Objektivi: eksplorimi i bimëve të pazakonta, shumica e të cilave gjenden në lartësi, pranë majave. Një skuadër e specializuar, kryesisht botanistë hungarez, kanë marrë përsipër përmbushjen e misionit.
Kóbor Péter vagyok, szabadúszó, rovarász, jelenleg Albánia rovar poloska faunáját térképezem fel.
Orina Zoltán vagyok, botanikus Magyarországról, 15 éve kutatjuk Albánia flóráját, és reméljük, hogy ez még el fog tartani egy 15 évig legalább.
Nádai László vagyok, bogarász és csigász, és Albánia faunáját próbálom megismerni.
Tálas László Máté, Matej vagyok, kísérletező, kertész, természetet szerető ember.
Soy Micaela Mahila, jam një botaniste e re, së bashku me Zoltan Barinën do të regjistrojmë florën e Shqipërisë.
Unë jam Artan Rama, gazetar dhe producent freelance i Elementit të Pestë. Misioni: të ndjekim hap pas hapi, këmba këmbës, hungarezin Zoltan Barina dhe bandën e tij për të dokumentuar sekretet e luleve.
Për Zoltan Barinën, që udhëheq këtë ekspedit, terreni nuk është një destinacion i panjohur. Vite më parë, kur botanika u shndrua për të nga hobi në një profesion serioz, ai u ngjit në Nemoçk nga ana e përmetit. Zbulimet kishin qenë të menjëhershme. Ekipi kishte regjistruar një lloj të veçantë nepërke, e cila deri atëherë mendohej se gjendej vetëm në Greqi.
Yeah, very yellow special flower.
Yes, it's a
What's that?
mountain flower called Gagea fistulosa.
How do you know
This-
that? Have you been here before? Or?
No, but it's characteristic that its leaves are empty inside.
Yeah.
Not flat, but there is a hole. And you can
You can
recognize on-
distinguish by outside immediately.
Yes. So it is a help for you if you want to know this plant.
Yeah. Sultan, we have 3 hours hiking in the Nemoçka mountain, and we are near at the peak. Can I ask you what is the meaning of climbing so high?
Yes, we are about 1,008 or 900 meters because we are searching for snow patches. Because around snow patches, around the melting snow, there is a special endemic plant.
Wow.
Known only here in the Nemoçka mountains, described by scientists a few years ago. Its name is Crocus novici.
Crocus?
Crocus novici.
Novici.
Yes.
What is the importance of that species?
Yes, this is a really a high mountain plant and a site-restricted endemic. 2 years ago, Greek colleagues have found in the Greek part of Nemoçka, but all around the world, only these localities are known. And now we are here to find this plant and make much more popular to to make visibility in the around the people and the media and others, and others, cause people will save and care this plant if know much well.
Ne filluam gjitje në jug të Nemoçkës, në pjesën më të vështirë të malit, ku lartësia ishte menjëhershme dhe terreni mjaft i zhveshur. 8 orë më pas, mbritëm pranë majës, por krokusin nuk e pam. Me shumë qas, një stuhi e shkurtër mali lëshoi mbi shpat një shtresë të hollë bore, duke fshehur poshtë saj të gjithë bimësinë. E nesërmja duke i premtuese. Mbi qajup, dielli lëshoi rrezet e para. Qielli u hap tërësisht, duke zbuluar pamjen dhe ngjyrat mahnitse të pranverës, e cila kishte mbritur në luginën e zagorisë. Ne kaluam në për livadhe të egra, ku po lulëzonin orkidet. Ishte koha e tyre dhe ne gjendeshim pikërisht në vendin e duhur.
Look at, so strange.
Wow, so red,
Yes,
reddish.
yes, very,
And
very.
it's beautiful.
Cinnabar red. Yeah. Do you
Pink.
know what is it?
No?
No, it is a but be careful because it is another orchid.
Mm.
This is a parasitic plant.
Mm.
His or her host is this centaura. Parasitic on this centaura.
It's kind of endemic.
Not endemic, but rare, very rare. Some years ago, we have found this plant in Albania for the first time, because it was not known from this country.
And where else can it be found? I mean, in all, only in Albania, or
No,
is it in Greece
no,
or in Epirus?
also in Greece and
general?
also in Turkey,
Mhm.
but it is very rare everywhere.
Yeah.
I have talked about you yesterday that I have seen this plant here on Namerchka, on the other ridge, and
In the south part.
yes, and we have a chance to meet again, and really
Yeah.
we are very lucky.
And I suppose that Matei again found this.
Of
It's
course.
a Matei day today, yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Mickey, what do you think?
he will be famous,
First time seeing it, so
First time for you?
yes.
Wow.
and we are really very lucky because the flowering time of this plant is very short. Look at them.
Yeah.
Do you know this plant?
What is special for that?
The special for this is that we are very lucky with this because it is the beginning of flowering time. Can you imagine that it has flowers?
No, I see some small dots in brown.
Those are, yes, and
What they are?
if we shake a bit,
Wow.
look,
It was
Here-
white dust.
yes,
What's that?
these were this was the pollen of this
Pollen.
juniper.
What
Yes.
was the pollen?
The male parts
Male part
of the flower.
Of the
yes.
flower.
And look again.
Wow.
Can you see? a number of very small
what is the
organs.
meaning of that
Yes,
stage?
because this shrub is wind pollinated, it has a high number of pollens, and if you are sensitive of this, it can cause allergy for
and
you.
cough.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But it is not a frequent phenomenon.
Yeah, Zoltan, from here we are standing now, we can see all the valley from above. What do you think about that valley? It's fantastic.
Beautiful.
It's a miracle.
Yes, it's beautiful. Really a miracle.
And you know this location from decades?
Yes, I have been here previously. I have been. There is Chayup. Can you see? That is the peak of Chayupi.
The peak of Chayupi.
Yes, and this is
That's with
Lungeria.
the sun is brightening.
Yes, yes. And Lungeria and so on.
It's a Seltza,
That's a
I
gorge.
think.
Yes.
Seltza course.
That's a
Yeah.
gorge. Yeah. So it is a very beautiful and a very rich place.
Yeah.
Full of flowers and I believe full of animals.
Okay.
Also insects.
Vjojmë gjitjen për gjatë faqes perëndimore të malit, e cila na duke relativisht më e butë. Objektivi këtë radhë ishte aubrieta albanica, e cila sipas botanistëve duhej të gjendej në fazën e lulëzimit. Banda dukej më e vendosur. Këtë radhë diheshin më të freskët, ndaj po të ishte do ta gjenin patjetër.
Which are the three most enemies of the nature?
All the three most enemies of the nature are we the
The man.
people, yes, the manhood, because we destroy the nature. And can you agree with this?
Somehow, yes.
And yes, and if you see actually there is the global warming. You know about this, I
Yes.
think, and it is thought that it to be really danger for the nature. I think that the nature can manage this problem, but we are there and we make this endeavor hard for the nature, because we take a number of plants from the Americas, from China, and from every part of the world, and these so-called alien and invasive plants will occupy the places of the native plants. And after 10, 20, 30 years, the environment here will be similar than that one in California, for example. And we should hamper this, I think.
Tell me something more about the flowers. When we speak about the flowers, we, in our minds, we have that city flowers we are with colors, with you can smell it and so on. But when we are in nature, we see wild flowers. What is the difference between these two groups?
Yes, strictly there is no difference, because any ornamental plants are also native plants, but not here, but in another place. Every plant has something use, like there, that plant is
Which one? Which one?
Yes,
This one?
Yes, this is Pteridum aquilinum.
What's that?
It's a fern. And if it is collected in northern and southern Albania.
Yes, but hear to me. I like this one most
Yes.
because it's it have its leaves. It has the color, the white color,
Yeah.
and so on. And this green doesn't impact me rather than this.
Yes, but if you take this green one, it is very useful, because you can start fire with this. Because if it is dried, it is very good if you want to make fire.
How is it possible? One tiny flower be so important for you, or or for the science?
Yes, I think even the tiny and very small flowers are important, not only for science, but all for us. Because every plant indicates something, indicate a good pasture, for example, indicate the presence of water, and we have to learn this and improve our knowledge. And if we are clever enough, we can use them. Here's a very small plant, and you can think that it has no importance. Can you see this one, for example? It is nothing, a green one like all other. But I know this. This is called Plantago lanceolata. It is a very very good medicinal plant.
So small, so
yes,
tiny.
Yes, and people collect its roots, and you can make a very very good and healthy tea of its roots.
Kishim mbridhur në 1500 metra lartësi. Poshtë, mes qafës së dhëmbelit dhe lunxhërisë, majat e së cilës ruanin ende borën e vjetër, shtrihej zemra e zagorisë. Prej këtej, nuk mund të shquani më shumë detaje, por mund të imagjinonim se thellë në brendësi të gjirit të saj të gjelbër, Lugina ruante kishët dhe manastiret e saj të mrekullueshme. Por pak njerëz mund të imagjinonin se të tjera mrekulli fare të vogla gjendeshin në lartësi të mëdha.
It is called Auretia albanica. So the specific name is after Albania, because it has been described just from there.
So we are going to search for pink flower.
Yes.
Albania one. Okay,
yes,
let's go
yes.
and hope we will find it.
Yes, I hope we will be lucky with this.
Bota e Aubrieta albanica ishte një misteri pa shpjegueshëm që doli në dritë fal kurajës dhe vendosmërisë për të eksploruar natyrën. Aubrieta albanica, lulja në pink, e cila mbarte emrin e vendit ku ishte regjistruar për herë të parë dhe të cilit i përkiste, duhet të ishte këtu pranë. Ne e pikasëm atë pranë majës në anën perëndimore të shpatit dhe u mblodhëm rreth saj plot kureshtje.
Finally, we have found this strictly endemic plant.
Finally.
Finally, yes.
So we can rest after that
yes,
sometime? Okay,
yes.
that's good.
This is just what we wanted to find. This is Auretia albanica.
Albanica.
Albanica, yes. It is named after Albania and has described 2011, so 10 years ago only, because a German botanist, an old man for now he has died, but at the middle of the previous century, he spent a lot of time in Albania and collected a number of plants. And he identified the whole material 50 years later. We want to survey the whole population to know the exact number, the approximate number of the specimens here, to can decide whether it is how rare is exactly, maybe critically endangered, because only a small plot is the home of this plant.
And I think we are at 1,800 height. Is this random here, or we can find it only at these heights?
With a small difference, yes. The first specimen I have found there, and when walked around, I have found some additional one in higher altitudes also. But only this partly northern faced and partly northeastern faced slope.
And then we will move at the Chica mountain,
yes,
in the southwest part of Albania. What is your job there? What are you going to do there?
Hopefully 2 or 3 other endemic plants are waiting for us in Chica Mountains. One Sazleria and at Laspi or Nokia species.
Pra Miki, e lam në Mëçkën pas dhe po ngjitemi
Drejt malit të Çikës.
Malit të Çikës, që është mali i jugut, mali përgjatë Rivierës.
Po.
Cila ishte eksperienca jote me në Mëçkën?
Më lodhi pak si mal.
Ishte herë e parë?
Ishte herë e parë. Po, shumë herë e parë për mua. Më lodhi pak si mal, por ishte shumë i bukur dhe u njoha me lloje të reja.
Pra je kënaqur nga pritshmëritë e tua u realizuan.
Mësova lloje të reja.
Ne u thuam në lartësi mbi 2000 metra, edhe ajo që më bëri përshtypje është që ne arritëm prapë edhe mbi 2000 metra të gjejmë
specie.
Bim po aq interesante sa edhe në lartësi të ulta.
Po.
Është e mundur që një bim kaq e vogël të arrit mbi jetojë në kushte kaq të vështira atmosferike?
Po, ka që përshtatë.
Cila ishte bima që të bëri më shumë përshtypje?
Kjo që kishim si target për ta gjetur, Aubrieta Albanica, duke qenë se është vendi ton, është vetëm në Shqipëri, vetëm pikërisht në atë mal, dhe është që fantastike kur shikon një gjë kaq të veçantë.
Po në Çik, çfarë mendon se mund të
Në Çik
eksplorosh?
Do gjejmë, kemi dy specie target, Sesleria dhe Nochea.
Edhe këto në lartësi të larta?
Po, dhe këto në lartësi të larta.
Duket se Çika nuk po na pret mirë, ju shikoni që të mjegut përpara?
Po, kemi mjegut.
Natyra nuk ka pushuar kur se demonstruari fuqinë dhe misteret e saj përpara nesh, ndërkohë që ne asnjëherë nuk kemi rreshtur përpjekjet për ta kuptuar atë. Pishat e llogoras na mirpresin me mjegullën e përjetshme dhe me një tjetër Albanica.
As you see, here are a number of specimens.
And has its flower?
This is the flower.
This is a flower.
Yes, but it is grass.
Kind of grass.
Kind of grass, so it is not so
And what's
peculiar.
its name?
Sesleria Albanica.
Albanica.
Yes, again Albanica.
Again Albanica.
Yeah,
Okay. We are in the Chika mountain.
Yeah.
Do you expect something different or better than Nemochka?
Something different, surely. Yes, because this mountains lies along the seashore and has a very special climate. And this is why we will find here a number of local endemics, like this plant, which is not rare here, but missing in any other parts of Albania, and other species which is also known only from here. And Chika has a number of endemics because of this special situation. This plant, this leaf rosette, this is the rosette, the leaves of another special endemic of Chika mountains. Yes, it is called Reiharia albanica. Will flower later when we come back next time in June or July. Yeah. So it is a bit early for her, but we can recognize.
Eksploratorët e kontinenteve janë konsideruar të mëdhenj falë madhësisë së zbulimeve të tyre. Por botanistët eksplorojnë një botë tjetër. Ata e hedhin vështrimin tek e vogla, tek detaj shpesh i padukshëm, duke u përpjekur t'i japin një thelb të rëndësishëm. Matej i gëzohet trungut ciklopik të një pishe, duket e mahnitshme. Stuhit, erërat dhe mjegulla nuk pushojnë kurrë. Pishat janë kaq të mahnitshme dhe prallore, por njëkohësisht tepër të forta. Vegetacioni i është qepur shpati dhe ka pushtuar përgjithmonë. Pranqores u shkëmbye me Laszlon, i cili na e kishte kaluar dhe tani po zbriste çikën.
Laszlo,
Yeah?
hi.
Hi.
We meet each other again. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine.
You are better than us. You just
Yes.
arrived.
Yeah,
first.
yeah. I coming down from the top.
Yeah. This is Laszlo. It's my
Hi.
friend. I know two Laszlo. The other one is Laszlo Che, a very best known swimmer. Maybe the best swimmer in the world. Rather than the fact Phelps has done or take all the medals. You know Laszlo Che?
Yes, of course. Every Hungarians need.
I like him very much.
Yeah, of course. Very-
Laszlo, tell something about your experience over the Chiga mountain.
So now, today just was a light hiking.
Yeah,
So it's very beautiful nature. It's fantastic trees everywhere.
is it that it's the difficulty of this mountain is more easily or better than some
It's
other mountains?
difficult like a mountain in my home country in Hungary. So we have a very small mountains, low mountains. So all is easy walking. But this also is for the experienced hikers. This is the best places.
You can enjoy all the landscape from here.
Yes,
It's
very
fantastic
nice.
and very rare.
Yeah, yes, so beautiful.
Mm.
So was a big surprise me when I come up here and after the open the viewing.
You are a zoologist, but also you have good experience in hiking and guiding the tourists over the mountains.
Yeah, I work like a mountain guide more than 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so many places, so many beautiful places in the world.
Which mountains are more preferable for you?
I was in the Mount Kilimanjaro at 20 times.
Have you been there?
Yeah, with the clients. So
Yeah.
1984 when I was first time in
Kilimanjaro is the most highest mountain of Africa.
Africa and most highest alone standing volcanoes
Mm.
in the world. So and the ground around is 1,000 meter and the
Yeah.
top is 6,000 meter. It's absolutely different in Africa. This is my favorite continent, Africa. So I was in Namibia, Zambia, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. So it's a very special place.
Laszlo, what can we learn by mountains?
The mountains.
A lesson for the people who are down there.
We are very small, and the mountains is the big ones. If somebody go walking to the mountains, time by time have a stronger. So help.
So it's good for the health.
Good for the health and good for the soul.
Mm.
When if after the mountains, if somebody go back home to the work and have some problems, you feel much powerful.
Yeah.
Go across the problems.
Ishim fare pranë majës dhe vështronim si rrallë herë peizazhin e pahan. 20 herë e kam gjitur Kilimanjaron, tha Laszlo. Tani mund të kuptoj se përse nuk ka reshtur asnjëherë së ngjiturja të mal. Prej këtej mund të kundrosh një tjetër botë, një tjetër këndvështrim mbi të. Prej këtej mund të shijosh madhështinë e natyrës. Lulet, sa do të vogla që të jenë, janë pjesë e kësaj madhështie.
We are on the top of Chica Mountain. What is your feeling?
Just see around. What can man feel here? Peace and
Landscape, very
yes,
beautiful.
yes. So it is the best feeling ever, I think.
You have been here before.
Yes, I have been here in Maya Chors and Mali Chiks also.
Mali Chicas.
Yes, Chikas.
And what is different in this mountain in compare with Nemotchka, who we were yesterday?
Yes, the main difference is the presence of the sea, because we are very close to the sea, and this impacts the climate of this mountain. It is.
We have more wind.
Yes, surely, and yes, also the substrate, this limestone substrate is somewhat different from Nemechka.
How this geology impacts the vegetation?
Yes, because there are a number of plants grow only on limestone, and some others grow only on serpentine, because that is a quite a different substrate. Just look, there are sandy areas along the seashore, and some plants grow only on sands. Some others on gravel, and again some others on limestone at the seashore. So there are very, very different combinations.
You have been for many times here. What is difference this time? Do you see any differences in vegetation, in flowers?
Yes.
What's that?
If, for example, there are differences between years, not only times but years. There are years when spring comes earlier, and some years the spring comes later, like this year, because we are about in 2 weeks late as usual.
Can I ask you a big question?
Yeah.
Do you believe in climate change?
Climate is changing,
changing.
continuously.
By the human impact or just by itself?
Yes, by itself from the beginnings, of course, but the difference is that actually the human impact is really serious.
Yeah.
I think so. We are very small creatures, but we can change the climate. Just imagine that there are gadgets with you can create clouds and create rain. Tomorrow we will check the other part of this area, Reza Kanalit and part of Karaburun, because that is a protected area, and we would like to find these endemic plants also there, whether they are present there, or only here.
You know, the Karaburun Peninsula, during the communist regime, 2 or 3 decades ago, there was a very restricted military area.
Oh yes.
And in the perspective of conservation, it was something good for the nature here.
Yeah, because it remained untouched for 4 decades probably.
Të nesërmen, kaluam atan në gadishullin e vetëm të vendit, në Karaburun. Po ngjiteshin përmes një rruge të vjetër e hapur qysh prej kohës së ushtrisë popullore. Piteri me koshin e tij po shkuan te vegetacionin e ulët pranë rrugës.
The backside of the animal is completely chitinized, and the downside, the ventral part of the body, is soft and very vulnerable.
Is this important for the habitat here?
It can be, if it gets proven that the two mountains so close to each other have a completely different species. It would be a great contribution to the group's biogeography.
Zoltan, you see that? They pretend to be touristic resort, but it's private residence.
Yes.
They're going to all the place here.
It is sad, very, very sad.
When we say oligarch,
This is what they have done.
Albanian.
These are oligarchs.
Yeah.
They take public soil and change it to the private beneficiaries. How many long it takes to get vegetation here in this place?
It will never be the same there because the surface was destroyed. And maybe it needs 100 or more years.
So we lose it forever.
Practically, yes. At least for our life, surely.
Ah, but this one is my place.
This small valley could be richer?
Yeah. Yes. As you see, it has almost completely closed vegetation, a lot of flowering plants.
Yes.
So
the insects have enough food to eat.
yeah. Hopefully the dew is dried up and the net won't get wet, because if it's wet then you cannot work with it.
Yeah. It's very funny. From outside perspective, someone can judge that you are cleaning the grass, isn't it?
Yes. Just a spectacular one.
Wow.
It is a cricket nymph. It's a young one from the genus Pholidoptera.
What's that?
They are called in Hungarian leaf litter crickets.
And where you can find them?
They are mostly moving in grassy areas, in grasslands, but some of them also can be found in the lower parts of the forest. And there are a lot of more. These are some sort of beetles.
Here.
Yeah, smaller. No, this is a beetle.
Beetle, what's that?
Coleoptera. The ones with the hard wings.
Yeah.
These are crickets as well. Pholidoptera also. Here is a very young one. This is at first larval stage.
Very small.
These ones are.
He's trying to escape. Up.
Yes, I let them escape. I let them escape because they have to grow.
Yes.
Because they have to grow.
Peter, could you imagine a world without insects for 2 or 3 months? What does that mean? I mean, the impact to the nature.
Not only the nature, but as ourselves.
Yeah.
Many parts of the agriculture, which provides us food, depends on the insects.
Yeah.
Just as an example, the pollinators. Most of them are insects from different groups. The most well-known is honeybee. But there are a lot of many taxa providing this ecosystem service. And without pollination, a lot of fruits would be missing. In China, due to the industrial pollution and the uncontrolled chemical plant protection, they lost the pollinators, and workers go out to the orchards and plantations, and with little brushes they do the pollination
By themselves?
by themselves. They spend their working days just climbing up a ladder, sitting on the top of them, and taking each and every flower one by one, and brushing them to get the pollens on the.
But does
other
it
part.
make any sense? Is that a possibility to get good results?
Yes, but I think that it's not so effective, because it does not. The brush does not has the adaptations which the insects have. This is a so to say, coevolutionary process that the plant adapted to the bees or the other insects, and the reverse as well, and they are now connected in some ways. So you can do this. They are also doing experiments in the US to fly tiny drones imitating a bee, which can pollinate plants. But you know, just a wind like this, and those tiny structures will be blown away. And the insect knows the wind. It can rest. It can fly lower. It can avoid it. I don't think this sort of services can be
successful as the nature
yes
can do by itself.
Yes, there are a lot of predatory insects which are killing agricultural pests, or there is a vast amount of decomposers between the arthropods and insects, and without these ecosystem services, I don't think life can be managed on this planet for a longer time.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of pity. We are living a very strange situation now. The people are getting closer to the big cities, metropolis I mean. They are more and more depends on their technology, the development and so on, and they are not understanding not only the benefit from the nature, but they are fail to understand the nature itself.
Yes.
Nuk e mendoja kurse si se do të ndeshesha me një koktejl kaq të pazakont ngjyrash. Në distancë, gadishulli të krijon përshtypjen e një vendi të zhveshur, por ai konsiderohet nga zonat më të rëndësishme të biodiversitetit, si dhe një itinerar për kalimin e shpendëve migrator. Bloku i Zoltanit po mbushet nga emrat e luleve. Është një proces kaq i zakonshëm për botanistin, mbajtja e shënimeve dhe të emrave të luleve. Për herë të fundit kaluam në pjesën perëndimore të gadishullit nga ana e detit, për të kontrolluar sipërfaqen e okupuar dhe gjeografinë e shtrirjes së llojeve endemike. Pemët nuk ekzistonin, pothuajse fare në këtë anë të gadishullit. Vetëm një erë fort mbi kokat tona dhe deti blu.
Certain, I could consider this journey as a journey between a photographer and a botanist, and in my perspective as a photographer or videographer, could you say, when I see flowers I see only colors, vivid, and leaves, different one. So in a short way I could imagine a view of beauty, but only just that. From your perspective, what do you see when we see flowers?
Yes, the main difference is that I see also the details, and very small organ can be very beautiful for me, especially if it is new, if it is a strange form or unordinary.
That's important.
Yes. And important and interesting, I think. It is the difference between us, for example, because not only the colors, the size are important for me, but any other size signs.
You see, I see that yellow one and I like it. I see the white and the yellow and I
Yes.
like it most.
You see
But
the
that's
yellow
it.
one and the white one and another one, and I see a number of green ones. Yes, like that which is Daphne, for example.
That one?
Yes, yes, and there is a Buxus and Abies, and just see the small leaves. Almost all are different. Here I can count at least 15 different species, which have no flowers, but only leaves. There is a Sanicula europea and Bellis with some leaves. Yes, Geum urbanum. So it has a great diversity.
When we saw the flowers, the vegetation, and I think about their lives and their effort for surviving are similar with humankind. Could we speak about awareness of nature? How can they survive? Is that someone who tells them, or some other power who tells the nature to have such a behavior?
There is
It's
not
kind
a,
of
yeah.
mystery.
Yes, maybe a kind of mystery, and there is not a single way for surviving. All creatures have their own way for surviving. One can survive as being so small as don't be eaten, for example.
Yeah.
Another strategy is
To have some horns or some.
for
Yeah.
example, yes, you're clever. Yes, or grow very quickly
Yeah.
and can survive so. So there are very different strategies, and all of them can be good.
For
and
example, we are surrounded by pine tree, and as I know, the
Yeah.
pine tree doesn't consider much, doesn't need much rich soil to grow up. For example.
yes. So it is enough for a shallow soil layer.
Could be more beneficial for the nature perspective, the being endemic.
Yes, where there are endemics, it means that it is a very old area without disturbance and with very stable conditions
So
for a long time.
through the endemic, also we can see into the past,
Yes.
into the history.
Yes, it's a good view.
Kur fluturon lart, gjithçka poshtë mbetet kaq e pandryshuar. Kaq e imët dhe ndoshta shumë pak e dallueshme. Prej këtej, nuk mund t'i shohim lulet, nuk mund të shijojmë bukurinë dhe pastërtinë e tyre. Por, vetëm në këto lartësi, ne mund të imagjinojmë se ç'fuqi është dashur për t'i krijuar dhe ç'frym i ka ushqyer. Banda zhvendoset në malësitë e Tiranës, në ekosistemin malor Biz Martanesh, i famshëm për peizazhin e egër natyror. Carex, markgrafi dhe Stakis Albanica pritet të shihen në fazën e hershme të lulëzimit. Natyrisht, bëhet fjalë për specie jashtëzakonisht të rralla dhe pothuajse të padallueshme prej syrit të njeriu të zakonshëm. Në përshpatet e ëmbla të malit të Sinojit, ndeshëm një parcel narcisësh të egër. Duket sikur një dorë e fshet i ka vendosur këtu me kujdes.
the seeds is going to be developing here, like in here, and it's like doing this, going onto the ground, like flattening, and dropping the seeds somewhere here. So probably this is what happened here. It's just somehow
So
the
after
flower.
some time it will blow up.
Yeah, it's going to be as it's growing and getting older and older, it gets like fatter and bigger, and it's getting heavier and heavier, and then it just drops on the ground,
Yeah.
and then it spreads the seeds around, and that's how it is spreading. And I'm sure the water is
And how it's growing up again from the beginning.
yeah, from seed, yeah. But I'm sure the water as well, like taking it down, and it's spreading the seeds all over.
Yeah.
Zoltani e gjeti bimën që po kërkonte.
She is our carex. What are we looking for?
So you
Yeah.
find the first one.
Yes,
Okay, that's good news. And is it rare to find or
this one.
this one?
Very rare, because it occurs only on this slope. No other localities are known.
Ishte në trajtën e një bari, fare e padallueshme dhe anës shtegut pranë një shkëmbi të vogël. Ne u bëm pjesë e kësaj gostie shkencore jo të parëndësishme.
It's a pleasure for us to be here and to be with you and find these very rare species together, and you can experience the very good feeling of this exploration.
And now we have to find another one. You are expecting to find another species here in Shanoi Mountain?
Yes, the other one will be just at the peak of this mountain, or this mount. It was described by a German botanist near 100 years ago, and nobody have found it again. So we will be the next one, hopefully.
Mëtej, ai gjeti edhe tjetrën.
And its name is Stachys albanica.
Albanica again. Miki?
E mos gaboj në Shqipër Sarush.
Sarush.
shqiptare.
Wow. I think it sounds more beautiful in Albanian.
Yeah,
Sarush.
Sure. Everything sounds more beautiful in Albanian.
Sarush. Dhe Miki Sarusha ka dhe lulet e saj, po tani është herët ta.
Po. Në qershor do i shohim. Kur të vim prapë.
When you come back, we will find the flourishing of it. Okay, that's good. Guys, it's the end of our journey. Zoltan, is Albania still wild?
In the best sense, I think Albania is still wild, because we have a number of nature beauties, nature values here, and they still survived. So it is worth to spend a lot of time outside together with plants in the nature and together with animals.
Is the nature still safe? What do you think?
Much more than us, I think, because the nature, the plants has a very good ability to recover relatively quickly. Because just see around, we are here at a lake, which is an artificial lake, a pond, but you cannot easily realize that it is not ancient, but colonized later. So we can regard this ability and can be afraid only of us, because nature will survive, but mankind not sure.
Matej, could we hope?
Yes, I think we have a little hope. Oh, we always have a little hope, and I think we should be more like positive about the future. And I hope young people will realize like how valuable nature is, and use the land sustainably and not exploit it and not to destroy it. I think it's very important to send a message to all of them.
Misioni po shkonte drejt fundit. Kishim mësuar mjaft, ndërkohë. Kishim mësuar jo thjesht t'i adhuronim lulet, por më shumë kishim kuptuar botën e madhe të tyre. I tërë ky mister, e tërë kjo mrekulli, është jashtëzakonisht motivuese. Imagjinoni se pas një fare disa milimetrash, pas një fidani jo më shumë se 3-4 cm i lartë, mund të rritej një pish me trup e me lartësi gjigante. Imagjinoni qëndresën e trungut kur era, sa do e fuqishme, dështon të rrëzoj. Imagjinoni shpërthimin e ngjyrës dhe bukurinë e magjishme të një luleje të vetme. Mjafton të mendoni se si do të ishte bota jonë pa lulet, pa miliarda e miliarda e miliarda të tilla, që me heshtjen e tyre zgjojnë zogjt dhe ndesin jetën nga e para.